Hey there guys, this is Chris and welcome to part 2 of my Idiot's Guide to Duna. We're at Duna, as you can see, and this is going to be showing you how to land on Duna. So this is the ship we have. We are really close, for those who did not watch my first part, which shows you how to actually fly here. What we're going to do is, we've only got a tiny bit of fuel left in this stage, but that's okay, because we only need a tiny bit of fuel. Technically we don't need any fuel, because the atmosphere dragged us so far in that we're going to land regardless of what we do. The fuel will help us though, as it will give us a little bit of slowdown. Now what's happening here is my ship's remarkably unaerodynamic, and Duna's atmosphere is actually pulling it round. So before I get into the thicker part, I'm going to burn this fuel off. Pointing retrograde. It'll slow me down. And then once the fuel's gone, I'll jettison this stage. You don't even need to do this. I could have just jettisoned the stage, but burning some of this speed off is a good idea. There goes the stage. We are now just down to the lander. So the goal is to land in the base of a crater. They tend to be flatter, which looks like where I'm coming down. If, like me, you've not got many battery packs and solar panels, you're going to find your electric charge goes down very quickly when you're running the SAS. So now, we have drogue chutes. The drogue chutes are telling me it's safe to deploy, so we're going to deploy them. These are telling me risky, so I'm not going to deploy them. The thing with Duna's atmosphere is it's very thin. Parachutes do work. They're not particularly efficient unless you've got lots of them. So the drogue chutes, I'm still quite high up though, so that's not a problem. I'll deploy the main parachutes once I'm down, once I'm slowed right down. You can see the speed's dropping. Still saying risky, so it's saying safe now, so they're going to go. Because the last thing you want to do is press spacebar to deploy your parachute, and there goes the booster stage, and then the whole thing rip off. Parachutes are out. We have 5 parachutes. It's not going to be enough to slow us down to nothing, but it should be enough. Duna's thin atmosphere coupled with its low gravity is a very good combination for both landing and taking off. So 16 meters a second, that's a bit faster than I was hoping. So put stability on, hold us upright, and what we're going to do is, okay, our shadow's right below us. I'm going to power my engine up just for this last bit. To actually try and slow down the landing. Dump. It bounced. Oh, but we're down. Excellent. I'm going to turn autopilot off. So we're down on the surface. Now, if you're in career mode, what you could do here is you could run around collecting science, but we are not in career mode. We have a ladder though, so we could go down if we wanted. I'll put the ladder at an angle. Does not reach all the way. I think you jetpack, but one thing we do need to do, we need to repack the parachutes. I believe any Kerbin can do this. It doesn't need an engineer, but I could be wrong. But in sandbox mode, any Kerbin can definitely do it. So all our parachutes are repacked. We could go down to the surface if we wanted. Dump. We're on the surface. Should we put a flag down? I think we will. Yep, there he is. We won't put any name on it. Let's see if we can actually get back up here. Oh, we can. Oh, yeah. He can jump pretty high. I think his jetpack works anyway. Just going to reboard. Now, so you can see the parachutes are repacked. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a quick adjustment. So I'm going to press F5 to quick save, best key in the game. And we're going to create some new action groups. So we're going to separate the parachutes out again. And we're going to throw them to the top. Now, so our current stage is stage 5, liquid fuel engine. It's already enabled. Then we have these boosters. And then we have there's jettison the tanks, and then jettison the top, and then the parachute. So that's good staging. So now we're gonna save it, and then to get home, we're basically gonna have to do the same thing we did to get here, which requires us to go back to the space center. This is the point where Jebediah spends over a year on Duna. So now, if you remember in my first episode, we talked about the difference in angle. In the time it's took us to fly here, Kerbin has gone from here to here. We need to get Kerbin back to where it was. So that means we're going to have to let Kerbin come all the way around. So we're going to turn up speed to full and wait. So I think that's looking pretty good. Kerbin, I don't know, we'll go a little bit further. Kerbin has a much larger sphere of influence because of its huge gravity than Duna does. So coming back is slightly easier. So this is 2 years, 73 days into the flight. 3 years, 310 days into career mode. 2 full orbits Duna has performed. Oh, Kerbin has performed, sorry, not Oh, of course, we're in the night side. Let's get it onto the day side, so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Right, so we're going to take off. Easy, easy, easy. We're going to go up, and we're going to go onto the 90-degree mark. So we basically have a regular takeoff. So we're going to power our engines up. I'm going to go straight up. And we're going to fire... Oh, the booster's changed. Oh, everything's changed. Don't know how that happened. Is that because I moved away from the ship and came back to it? Let me see if this... There we go. So it's like going to the 90. It's not going to give us much of a boost, but it's something. So we're basically performing the same manoeuvres that we did on Kerbin. We're going to the 30-degree mark. We'll burn up until the apoapsis is high enough. Fuel tanks are nearly gone. Once we jettison, then we'll actually speed up and we'll become a bit more aerodynamic as well. And they're gone. Get rid of them. Oh, sorry. As I said last episode, I got a bit of a cold. Here we go. So we need to be above 50 to get out of the atmosphere. We're actually going to go up to about 100, should we say? No, we don't need to get that high. 85. Are we still... Right, okay. So it's the usual thing. We go up to the apoapsis. We fire along. Prograde gets in space. We are now in orbit of Duna. We got 3/4 of our fuel left. So going home is exactly the same as coming here, but the opposite way around. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to zoom out. We're going to look for Kerbin. Set as target. But now we want to be going slower because he's on the inside, which means instead of flying this way, we want to be flying this way. So we're going to be burning roughly there, maybe. And it's going to take roughly the same amount of delta V, I believe. Could be wrong actually on that. So yeah, you can see the orbit. Yeah, we just want to bring it down. We do have 1,000 meters per second. Let's see if we can, yeah. So we should be able to just bring that round. Oh, makes it a bit more efficient if you're closer to the line. Let's see if we can't do it on a much better. Sorry for my Oh, we had a better one then. It was only 600. Okay, so it looks like this is probably going to be the best orbit. It wasn't perfect. It's a good number, but unfortunately, I got the angle wrong. So it looks like I'm going to overshoot slightly. So I'm not going to encounter here. We're going to encounter on the way back. That's a shame. It's an extra 100 days on the mission, but it's no extra amount of fuel. So that just goes to show. Kerbin is, I think it's because we're closer here actually. Coming through the first time, I think we were on this side, the thicker side. So I should have known better really. I could get an approach here, but it was nearly double the fuel use, so I didn't really want to do that. Problem is I can't make the second set of lines come up, so I can't actually see. Well, anyway, this is what we're going to have to do. Right, so it's a 51-second burn in 35 minutes. Cannot walk faster than this. Here we go. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We just need to get back on target. And burn. We should have more than enough fuel to do this. We're at a very light ship with a very efficient engine. So... okay, so like with Duna, what we're going to do is, once we get to... we're going to figure out which way we need to move. 7, 5, 4, 1. So, yeah, okay, that's the one. Just tiny little burns, reducing this periapsis down. If we can, we want to hit the atmosphere. Exactly like we did with Duna. Yeah, there we go. Impact. So basically exactly what we did with Duna, except for we're going to come in on one go here. We're not even going to mess around with orbits. We're literally just going to come in into the atmosphere and land. There we are. That is a funny shaped orbit, but whatever. Let's get a bit closer. Right. Oh yeah, we're going to impact it from the side. That's a strange one. Oh, there we go. Right. 33. I can never remember now. Coming in. Is 33? 20. We'll go with 20. We'll save it. We'll see what happens. So we're actually coming in. Yeah, I'm coming on the wrong side. So we're going to go in the night. 19 kilometers. We have a tiny bit of fuel left. Oh, we're home. Check it. We're coming in so quick. We're 1,000 meters a second quicker than we would be if we were coming in from a normal orbit. So what we're going to do is we're going to start burning up really, really quickly. And we will damage ourselves here. Kerbin is a planet where we will break up. So we're going to get rid of the rest of this fuel as quick as we can. And then jettison. Bye bye. Right, so how are we looking? So the ability to play is burning up. So we've already got ourselves in orbit. And it is definitely gonna come down to 0. And it's exploded. So it wasn't gonna last much longer. Everything should be running fine here. The drogue chute's unsafe. Expected. So basically from here, let's speed time up. It's just a regular landing now. Bring the speed down, release the parachutes once we're through. Still saying unsafe, we are going a bit quick. Risky, safe. Shoots out. Save shoot, save suits. And there we go. That is how you land. That is the Idiot's Guide to Duna. That's how you get to Duna and then get home again with a manned mission. As I said, I did this all in Sandbox. You can quite easily do this in the career mode. I'll include the craft file. You can modify it. If you make it any heavier, you will have to add more fuel to the engines. Hopefully I'll do another tutorial similar for the bigger ship. Or at least I'll just upload a craft file for the bigger ship. It'll fly exactly the same way. I do want to try and get a space plane one over there as well, because apparently, I've not tried it yet, but supposedly since version 1.03 or whatever we're on, space planes actually work amazingly well on Duna. Like way, way better than they used to since the aerodynamics update came through. So it'll be interesting to see. I've not tried it yet. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching these videos, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.